So now to start fashion illustration, you need the basic knowledge of your croquis. This is called a croquis. So first you have to draw out the skeleton of that croquis. So after drawing it, then you know how to flesh it out, because it's not everybody that can just carry their pen or your pencil and start drawing. So this class is going to be the fundamental class on how to draw a croquis. So I'll give you the measurements that you need, how to insert the measurement and how to come out with a standard croquis like this one. Then you can then adapt this into any style that you want to. Okay, so now to start, I want to give you a formula that you will need for drawing out your croquis. So the first formula you need is, let me use this pen. The first formula you need is 1 half 18 then 1. Okay, so just know this at the back of your mind. 1 half 18 1. Then the second one is just set of numbers. That's 0.7. This is like the basic of this second. So this 0.7, we have 0.35. Sorry, 0.35 and then 1.4. So you know that this 0.35 is half of this, and this 1.4 is this multiplied by 2. So just know these formulas and then you are good to go. Okay, so now let's use our formulas. Okay, so remember this first one. That is the first one we'll be using. So let's start. So if you have your A4 paper, just get the midpoint of the paper like this. You just fold it into 2 equal halves and then you get the midpoint of the paper like this. Okay, so this is the midpoint. You don't have to make it so you don't have to make the line thick. You just need something to guide you. So now our formula, the first one is the first one we are going to use. So I said 1 half 18 inches, 1. So that 1 half is in inches. So you just come to your paper or your sketchbook. From the top, on your ruler you have the cm side. This is the cm side and this is the inch side. Okay, so you come to the inch side. For that 1 half, you come to the inch side and then you take 1 inch from the top. You take 1 inch. Hope you are seeing this. Okay, you take 1 inch, you take another 1 inch, and then you take half. If you don't know how to get your half inch, in some rulers they will extend that half inch line, but in this one they did not. So if you count all these lines, this is the, let's start from 0. So this first line, count it 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Then you start another one. So you not get to this one. So these longer lines, you just count 4. 1 2 3 4. Okay, this is your half. Okay, so you just come here, you take your half inch. So this is 1 2 3 4. Take half inch. Okay, so after that, you now come to your cm side, this side. Then you take 18 cm, 18 centimeters. Okay, so that's how you are going to use the formula. 1/1/2 into 1. Okay, so you take 18 cm. Okay, from this half hole, you take 18 cm, then 1 inch. Okay, I hope you are getting it. Then 1 inch. So that is the formula. 1/1/2, 18 cm, 1. So now you draw out your lines. Okay, just draw the lines out like this. It's just a guide. It's like when you are sewing and then you are taking your horizontal measurements. Okay, so draw out all of these lines with a faint line. Okay, can you see? Just make your own faint. I'm making this one deep so that you'll be able to see it. Your own has to be faint. Just enough so that you will see and you let the line guide you. Okay, so this is what you have. So this is the first step. Can you see? So after this, the next thing you want to do is to come to this 18 cm, this long one. Now divide it into 3. That is 6 cm. Okay, 6 cm each. Okay, so you take 6 cm. This is the first 6 cm. 6 plus 6, 12, and then 18. So you rule out your lines. Okay, you rule out your lines like this. Like I said, this is like you are taking your horizontal measurement when you are drafting your clothes. Okay, so this is what you have. So this one now, we are not done with the lines. You still divide this first one into 3. Okay, so you know this is 6. So 6 divided by 3, you have 22 inches. 22 cm each. So now you draw out this line. Please, if you do not understand or you are lost at any point, just go back. You will get it. All we just did is to, put in our formula. Like I said, where's that first book? So this formula is what we are using for now. 1/1/2 18 cm 1. So this 18 cm, you divide it into 3, and that 3 again, you take the first line, you divide that one into 3. That's all we have just done. So the next thing you want to do now is to label your lines, what each line will be standing for, so that you will get it as we are moving forward. So the first line is your starting line. This is your starting line. So this second line is your jaw line. Okay, and this is your shoulder line. This is just a guide. This is your bust line. This next line is your waistline. Just name it as your waistline. Okay, this is the hip line. Hip line. This is your knee line. Knee line. This is your ankle line, and then the last line is your toe line. So this will help you whenever you are drafting to know which line is for which part of the body. I hope I am making sense. Okay, so now let's move forward. We'll go to our second formula. So we are done with this formula for now. Then we are going to this next one. So this next formula is 0.7, 0.35, 1.4. Okay, so now you now come to this first line. you take 0.7 cm. So you are using your cm side now. Okay, so you are using this side. So now to get your 0.7 cm, come to your ruler like this. This is 0.5. Okay, so this next one is 0.6 and this one is 0.7, 0.8, 0.91. Okay, so this is 0.7. After 0.5, this long one, then you count 1, 2. This is your 0.7. So you come to this top line, this very first line, then you mark 0.7 here. You come down, you mark 0.7 again. This is 0.767. Okay, so you come to this other side too. You mark 0.7 to the other side. Okay, you mark it to this other side too. So what I've just done is just to take 0.7, 0.7, 0.7, 0.7. Okay, so you make I think this will form a rectangle. Don't make your line so thick. I'm making this thick so that you can see and get it, because all this line will still go off. Okay, this is just to draw out a skeleton for the croquis. Okay, so you make your line like this. Can you see? Now you come to this next line, which is supposed to be your shoulder line. You take 0.7 first. 0.7, this is it. And then after that 0.7, you now take 1.4. Okay, so this is 1.4, this is 1, then you count, this is 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4. Okay, so you come here, after taking 0.7, then you take 1.4 again, you add it to that 0.7. Please try and follow. Okay, so you do the same thing on this side. You take 0.7 first. So after that 0.7, you take 1.4. So basically what you do on one side, you do it on the other side. Okay, so we already have a line, but you can just make the line thicker. Okay, so this is it. Now you come to the hip line. That same thing we do on the shoulder line, you do it on the hip line. This is our hip line. So you come to the hip line, you take 0.7 and then you take 1.4. Okay, you take 1.4. Okay, so you take 0.7 to this other side and then 1.4. Can you see? So you thicken your line. Can you see? So now you move to the new line. So this new line, you take 0.7. There are two ways to it. It is confusing for some people if you do it this first way. So let me just do it. If this one resonates with you, you can use this method. But if it doesn't, there is another way that you can do it. Remember what you do on this side, you do it on the other side. So I'll use the first method for this side. Then I'll use the second one for this other side. I hope I don't confuse you. Okay, so you take 0.7. So after taking 0.7, you now take 0.35 in and then 0.35 out. This is 0.35. So this is 0.1, 0.2, 0.3. The middle of 0.3 and 0.4, that is what we are taking. So you come here, you take 0.35 in, 0.1235 in, and then 0.35 out. So 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.35 out. Okay, or you can just come and take 0.35. If that one is confusing you, you just take 0.35. 6, 1, 2, 3, 35. Take 0.35 like this. Take another 0.35. That makes it 0.7. Okay, and remember we just take 0.7, then we come in and then we go out. So you take another 0.35 after this one. So 1, 2, 3, 35. Okay, then you take the last 0.35. I hope I do not confuse you. So is either you come here, you take 0.7 first, then you take 0.35 in and then 35 out, or you just take 0.35, then another, after that one you take another 0.35, and after that one you take 0.35. You will see that you have the same thing. So anyone that you know that is convenient for you, you can do it. Then you come to the ankle line, you take 0.7, then 0.35 in. Are you getting it? So 0.35. This is 1, 2, 3, 35. Okay, you come here, you do the same thing, or you just take 0.35 and then another 0.35, making 0.7. Please, I hope I did not confuse you. So here you just take 0.7, then you take 0.35 in. You just divide that 0.7 by 2, and then you add another 0.35 to that 0.7, and you do the same thing on the other side. Or you just take 0.35, 0.35, 0.35, and this last part you just come, you take 0.35 and then another 0.35, or you take 0.7, then you divide it into 2. So now you draw your line. Draw this one too. Just taking the line. So this two line, just leave it for now. Or you can just come here and just come out like this. That one doesn't have measurement. Just come out, and then you just do something like this, and leave it for now. Okay, so what you want to do is to now join your lines to form the skeletal part of your croquis. So the first thing you want to do is to come to this shoulder. Let's start with this shoulder, and then you bring a line from this edge to this midpoint of the hip line, the edge of the shoulder line to the midpoint of the hip line, like this. And you do the same thing for this other side, the edge to the midpoint of the hip line. Okay, so you now do the same thing you did for hip line, you do it to the shoulder. I mean, you will just come from the edge of the hip line to the midpoint of the shoulder line, like this. Can you see? Okay, now you come to this edge of the hip line, and then you bring the line down to this, from this place to this place. You do the same thing for this side too. So if you look very well, you see that we are forming something small. So you come to this midpoint, and then you bring the line from this midpoint to this first 0.35. Okay, watch very well now. So you bring it here. Okay, and then you do the same thing for this one to form your tie. Okay, to form the tie. So just, can you see? Then you take this line to this ankle line. As simple as that. And then this one to this ankle line. Okay, can you see? So now take this line, this mid part, to this first 0.35, like this. So we are not done. I do not mean we are done like that. We are not done. So to draw the hand of your croquis, this is now your true waistline. This is your new waistline. This place is your new waistline. So you just make a line out from the waistline like this. You make a line out from your waistline like this. Okay, and sleeve, you come here and just come inside a little bit, say like 0.2 cm, but there is no measurement. Just come inside a little bit, and then you come to your waistline. This is your waistline. Come to your waistline like this and mark. Just make a circle. Please follow. Now there is no measurement again, so you just have to use your preference. So now you come here, you mark another circle. Can you see? Now you bring this line to this circle. Okay, you bring this line to this circle too. Can you see? So now you measure what you have from this point to this point. So me, I have, let's say 3 cm. You can round it up. I have 3 cm. So you take that, you extend this line by that 3 cm. This is what you have. This is your hip line, Abi. So just extend the line. Just extend the line here. Okay, so if you notice that if you drop your hand, it will be around your thigh, around your hip to your thigh side. So you can, if you want it longer, you can extend it, but this is the basic, because they used to say your shoulder to your elbow is the same length from your elbow to your wrist. So you can make this your wrist line. Like I said, there is no measurement from here on. So it depends on what you want or your understanding of the body, this thing. So now you do the same thing to this line. You extend this. Both should be 3 cm. Okay, 3 cm. So you extend this by 3 cm too. Or you draw your line to your hip. Can you see? So make a circle like this. So now, from this shoulder point, you bring a line down to this waist. Look at it. From this waist, you bring a line down here. Can you see? So from here, you just take this to wherever it gets to. So you see that there is no measurement really again. Can you see? So you do the same thing for this one. Make sure your circle is around the same size. So you come here, take this to the shoulder, and then you take this to wherever it gets to. You just point it to wherever it gets to. Are you following? So that's how you form your hand. So from this one, you can see that this circle is smaller than this because your wrist is smaller than your elbow. So make this one smaller, make this one bigger. Okay. And if you are, let me go there. So I'm not confused. So now from this elbow, then you come to your wrist. Bring it down to your wrist. Bring this one down to your wrist. Down to your wrist. Can you see? So you do the same thing for this one. Down to your wrist. Down to your wrist. Can you see? So now you extend this line. Extend this. So now what we want to do is to form the finger, just the skeletal structure. So now you come out like this. Then you come inside. Can you see? You come out. This is like the toe side. It's only toe, thumb. So this is the thumb side. So this other finger part, you know that you have to make it longer. So bring it out like this. come down like this. Please see, come out like this, come down like this, and then come like this. Okay, so do the same thing for this side. Just come inside like this, and then you come out. You come out like this. Okay, can you see? Make sure you're having around the same size. Come out like this. You bring this down, and then you finish it like this. Okay, so if you like, can make a straight line so that you know that your finger are ending on the same side, on the same level. Okay, so this is what you have for your finger, and then with that we are done with our skeletal part of our croquis. So you will do this and then submit it in the class. From there we will learn how to flesh out a croquis. Okay, so from there we learn how to flesh out a croquis. So thank you, see you in the next class. So this is what we have. Can you see? At least from this, you know that you can draw out any figure you want. So this is how to draw a skeletal part of a croquis. Thank you.